Let me tell you why people don't respect you. It's not because you're weak. It's not because you're not smart enough or successful enough. It's because they can read you. They see your desperation for approval. They feel your need to be liked. They sense your fear of conflict. And that's where you lose. Weak presence invites disrespect. The world doesn't listen to emotion. It doesn't care how hard you try or how good your intentions are. The world listens to power. Real power isn't loud. It doesn't beg. It doesn't explain. It's silent, calculated, and absolute. Think about the last time someone disrespected you. Maybe they ignored your message, talked over you in a meeting, made a joke at your expense. Why did they do it? Because they knew they could. Because something about your energy told them there would be no consequences. You don't gain respect by being nice. You gain it when people sense they can't move you, break you, or read you. When your presence alone makes them think twice before testing you. This video exposes Machiavelli's darkest power laws, the strategies that build a ruthless aura nobody can resist or control. These aren't motivational speeches. This is the raw psychology of dominance, the science of presence, and the path to becoming untouchable. Watch till the end because the last principle changes everything. Now, I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. I am unshakable. Number 1, the foundation of aura. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you second-guessed yourself in the middle of a conversation, when you wanted to speak, but you held back because you weren't sure how it would land? That hesitation is where power dies. Power begins in mental stillness. When your mind is calm and convinced, everything changes. Your tone sharpens, your words carry weight, and your silence becomes heavy. Without knowing why, people adjust to you instead of you adjusting to them. Most people kill their own presence by doubting themselves in silence, walking into rooms wondering if they belong, speaking and then scanning faces for approval, acting and then waiting for validation. Machiavelli warned, uncertainty invites manipulation. When others sense you're unsure, they test you. They push boundaries. They speak over you. Not because they're monsters, because humans instinctively follow what looks certain and ignore what looks lost. The eyes tell the truth. The uncertain glance around for permission. The certain hold command and state. The rule: never display hesitation. Even in confusion, act with conviction. Move like your path is final. Speak less, move deliberately. Let every action feel intentional, not reactive. You don't pretend to know everything. You simply own your choices completely. When you choose, you commit. No apologies, no out-loud second-guessing, no fishing for reassurance. When you stop doubting yourself, others stop doubting you too. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I am certain. Number 2, the mask of controlled power. Amateurs show everything. Masters show nothing. Never hand someone your control by revealing your raw emotion. The moment they can read your triggers, they can steer you. Learn controlled expression, steady tone, composed posture, an unreadable face. Not because you're numb, you feel everything, but you decide what leaves the room. People respect mystery more than confession. Calmness feels like dominance. When they can't size you up, they assume depth, experience, and danger. It is unnecessary to speak of everything you think. Your inner world, your thoughts, feelings, and plans belongs to you until you choose otherwise. When they can't read you, they fear misjudging you. That fear is armor. In practice, someone insults you in a meeting. Don't defend and don't flare. Pause. Look at them calmly. Give the slightest nod. Continue. You didn't react, so they don't know if you're unbothered, if you're planning something, or if it wasn't even worth your energy. Now they feel exposed. Become a mirror. Let people project their fear or respect onto you. You don't correct them. Stop explaining. Stop justifying. Stop showing your hand before the game is done. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I am unreadable. Number 3, the calculated use of fear. You don't need threats, volume, or theatrics. You need people to understand that disrespect has a cost. Loud aggression is predictable noise. Real fear is quiet. It's the sense that crossing you is a mistake that won't be undone. Never overreact, never escalate. When disrespected, don't match chaos, lower the temperature. Become colder, quieter, more precise. People fear what reacts less. The screamer is emotional and therefore manipulable. The one who goes still, who withdraws warmth and withholds response, forces others to second-guess themselves. It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. Not hostility. Presence that demands precision. Your calm is the warning. Example, a group joke at your expense. Don't chuckle along. Don't lash back. Let the laughter die. Hold the joker's gaze a beat longer than comfort allows. Then move on. No scene, no lecture, just a shift in temperature. You didn't validate it. You marked it. Everyone learned. You're not to be played with. Drop this affirmation in the comments. My silence is power. Number 4, the art of emotional detachment. Nothing weakens faster than emotional entanglement. Obsession with outcomes blurs judgment. Praise and criticism shake those who let the outside dictate the inside. Power is a state where nothing disturbs your inner rhythm. No insult, no compliment, no loss, no victory. Most people are ruled by mood. Good morning, productive day. Bad morning, wasted day. That is slavery to circumstance. When you don't react, you steer. When others seek a reaction and meet stillness, they lose leverage. They brought weapons. You decline the war. A wise man does at once what a fool does at last. The fool waits to calm down. The wise act from clarity. Detachment isn't coldness, it's strategy. Train it small. Notice anger in traffic and let it go. Notice the anxiety of a delayed text and release it. Notice envy and dismiss it. Observe emotion without becoming it. Feel, acknowledge, move on. No rumination. Master this and you become dangerous. While others defend ego, you play position. While they spiral, you think 3 moves ahead. Drop this affirmation. I am emotionally free. Number 5, the science of psychological leverage. True power is quiet influence, shaping behavior without commands by understanding fears and motives. You become unchallengeable in their minds through observation. Most people are too busy talking to notice anything. You watch, listen, and gather data. What lights them up, what makes them defensive, where they're insecure, what they avoid. Don't reveal yourself unnecessarily. Don't announce a plan before execution. Use silence as a mirror so they expose themselves while you calculate. In negotiation, ask more than you tell. Let them talk. Note emphases, dismissals, hesitations. When you speak, frame your position around what you've learned. You don't spray arguments. You strike precise targets. People feel autonomous while you've set the frame in which they choose. Those who study emotion from a distance govern those trapped inside it. This is subtle, invisible, absolute. Drop this affirmation. I see everything. Number 6, the discipline of ruthless boundaries. Every tolerated slight erodes aura. Every excuse for poor treatment teaches people you're negotiable. Negotiable people become doormats. Powerful people guard their space like territory. No negotiation, no apology, no essay about why. If it violates your peace, end it. Quietly. Remove yourself. Cut access. Move on. 1 warning is generosity. 2 is weakness. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. Commanding begins with commanding yourself. Standards you do not lower for friendship, for opportunity, for loneliness. Boundaries are not arrogance, they are self-rule. Example, someone cancels twice. You stop initiating. No confrontation, no justification, just a graceful withdrawal of effort. If they ask, you're brief. I don't chase. You proved value through action. They either rise or vanish. Both outcomes pay. Stop explaining boundaries. Enforce them and watch people calibrate. Drop this affirmation, I am non-negotiable. Number 7, the power of strategic withdrawal. Sometimes the strongest move is disappearance. No drama, no announcement. You pull back your energy and let the void teach. When disrespected, most people argue and prove. That's how power's lost. The correct response to being taken for granted isn't confrontation, it's absence. You don't send essays, you don't broadcast hurt, you simply become unavailable. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. Be fox enough to spot traps, people who waste your time, and lion enough to walk away. When you withdraw, they notice. They may apologize and promise. Do not rush back. Stay distant until you see sustained change, and often you'll choose not to return. One act of absence teaches more than 1,000 words. Absence is expensive. It costs them comfort, convenience, certainty. You are a privilege, not a guarantee. Privileges can be revoked and are not easily restored. This isn't pettiness, it's pricing your value correctly. Drop this affirmation, my absence teaches. Number 8, the crown of untouchability. Fuse certainty, silence, discipline, and control, and you rise above ordinary behavior. You stop chasing approval, stop explaining yourself, stop reacting to every poke or celebrating every trivial win. You move with quiet dominance because nothing inside you trembles. People feel it immediately. Their volume lowers, their wording tightens, and their approach becomes careful, not from threat, but from the gravity of your presence. You've met souls like this. No titles, no noise, just a different frequency. That can be you, but it requires commitment. Build internal certainty, not external validation. Train out reactivity. Set boundaries others call harsh, and keep them anyway. Fortune favors the bold. And boldness is the courage to stand alone in principle while the world negotiates theirs away. You don't become untouchable by dodging pain. You master it. Walking through discomfort without flinching, losing without breaking, being insulted without defending, being tested without cracking. Untouchability is remaining yourself regardless of pressure. When you reach it, challengers become respectful, dismissers seek your counsel, and those who overlooked you finally feel the weight of your absence because you stopped playing their game. You stopped needing approval, and that made you the most powerful piece on the board. Drop this affirmation, I am untouchable. The truth about power is simple. It isn't aggression. It's immovability. In a noisy world, silence intimidates. In a reactive world, stillness controls. In a world starving for attention, the one who doesn't need it becomes magnetic. You don't need permission, status, or someone's blessing to be respected. You need discipline and the courage to stand alone in certainty.